जय श्री माता जी। सर्वप्रथम हम सब श्री माँ के समस्त नतमस्तक होकर पूरे हृदय से श्री माँ को प्रणाम करेंगे और बंधन लेंगे। We will bow down at the lotus feet of Shri Mataji and take bandhan. Three Maha Mantras and Shri Ganesh Mantra. अब हम संतुलन करेंगे। We will keep our right hand on the Mother Earth. अपना दायां हाथ हम धरती माँ पे रखेंगे और मन ही मन में हम श्री माँ से प्रार्थना करेंगे, श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमारे ईड़ा नाड़ी के जो भी दोष हैं, बाधाएं हैं, आप सभी को धरती माँ में खींच लीजिए। श्री माता जी, please remove all our negativities from the ida nadi into the Mother Earth. हम श्री माँ से मांगेंगे, श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमारी इच्छा शक्ति जागृत कर दीजिए, वह हमें शुद्ध इच्छा प्रदान कीजिए। श्री माता जी, please establish pure desire within us. अब हम अपना दायां हाथ गोद में रखेंगे और बायां हाथ आकाश की ओर करेंगे। We will keep our right hand back on our lap and left hand towards the sky. और हम श्री माँ से प्रार्थना करेंगे, श्री माता जी, आप कृपा कर हमारे पिंगला नाड़ी में जो भी अधिक गर्मी है, घमंड या कर्ता भाव है, सभी को आकाश तत्व में खींच लीजिए। श्री माता जी, प्लीज रिमूव all the excessive heat, ego, and the doer feeling in the sky. श्री माता जी, आप कृपा कर हमारे पिंगला नाड़ी को शांत कर दीजिए, वह हमारे चित्त को जागृत कर दीजिए। मदर, प्लीज मेक आवर पिंगला नाड़ी, cleanse our Pingla Nadi, and make our attention pure and enlightened. अब हम अपना बायां हाथ गोद में रखेंगे. We will bring our left hand back in our lap. और अपना संपूर्ण चित्त हम सहस्त्रार चक्र पर ले आएंगे. Let's take our attention on our Sahasrara chakra. श्री मां से मांगेंगे, श्री माता जी, आप कृपा कर हमें संतुलन प्रदान कीजिए, हमारे अंदर संतुलन स्थापित कर दीजिए. श्री माता जी, please establish balance within our subtle system. चित्त को सहस्त्रार चक्र पे रखते हुए ध्यान की इसी अवस्था में हम श्री मां की अमृतवाणी सुनेंगे. We'll keep our attention on our Sahasrara chakra and listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
It's very gratified to see so many Sahajogis have come to celebrate the Sahasrara day. Without breaking the Sahasrara, we could not have achieved the ascent en masse. But the Sahasrara, which is the brain, has gone into too much complications in the West. And the nerves are very much twisted one upon another. To keep Sahasrara open should be very easy if the Western brains could understand and be aware about your mother. When your mother is the deity of Sahasrara, the only way to be able to keep the Sahasrara open has to be complete surrendering. For that, many ask me, how do we do? It's a very funny question. It is irrelevant. If your Sahasrara has been opened out by someone, and luckily that is the deity before you, it should be the easiest thing to surrender. Why it is not? It is difficult because the attention that has come up through the cells of the brain, expressing itself through the cells of the brain, is polluted. It is impure. It is destructive. It spoils the nerves. And when the nerves are spoiled, the light of the spirit does not shine on the nerves. And you feel the inability to surrender. Normally, it should be the easiest thing to do. So we have to mentally approach ourselves. We have to talk to ourselves and say to ourselves, what are you doing? What is surrendering? It is enjoyment. It is just enjoyment. Then why I cannot surrender? What is lacking in me? Am I a very low-level person? Am I the one who was just saying I am a seeker, but I am not? Am I a dishonest person that I cannot surrender? If so, what am I proud of myself? If that is the situation, then why am I so much enamored by my ego? What do you have to surrender? A drop has to dissolve into the ocean to become the ocean. And a drop cannot be greater than the ocean, can it be? So what is the surrendering? Surrendering of our conditionings, of our ego, and the artificial barriers we have built around us. One can approach mentally, one can approach emotionally, and also physically we can approach ourselves. We can approach ourselves through mantras. Through seeing ourselves, through knowing ourselves. But one should know this is the greatest of greatest opportunity for you, not for the divine. If you are not available, divine can find its own ways of fulfilling its last culmination of expression. Even to understand how immense the task is, you need a surrendering heart. Only through mental approach, when you arrive, you develop a petty ego that you are doing a great work. Like I telephoned to America saying that I'll be coming. There's a very big scientist in Los Angeles who is an Indian Maharashtrian fellow. He missed his Nobel Prize. Such a great scientist. He telephoned to me immediately saying, Mother, I'm coming to New York to receive you. I'm taking leave for 15 days. When you are here, I want to be with you. What else is to be done? As it is, I'm doing Sahaja Yoga by the way, at my own convenience. whenever I get time. That's what I'm doing, isn't it? But I would like to travel with you to Europe, to all the different places, with you to spend some time. Otherwise, what am I doing here? But what I have heard, that people are arriving at different times for Sahasrara. I was amazed. It's typical Western mind. By the way, Sahaja Yoga is done mostly. By the way, it should be convenient, it should be a weekend. When just by the way for a holiday we can go to Vienna. There, of course. By the way, we'll have a puja. And by the way, Mother will raise the Kundalini. She will awaken our deities. And then by the way, we'll be enjoying the blessings. No sacrifice can be done for God. No time, they have no time. Everything is by the way. It's rather amazing. For war, people gave up their lives. For destruction, they work so hard, day and night. But for the construction of humanity, for the ultimate goal of divinity, in the West, how many there are who really surrender? If it suits, then we'll be there. Sahaj. This is Sahasrara. We should read Sahaj. I heard about this many a times. And there are still many who take that kind of an attitude towards Sahaja Yoga. It is sometimes surprising for me. If I go to a village, people take leave for 15 days, 1 month. In Rauri, people take leave for 1 month to prepare for my coming. 1 day leave for them is a very big thing. They are the people who deserve. It's not what you dress and what you eat and what you have. It's what you can give and give up. The tags of mundane life are to be cut off. We must understand. It's a progress of people like slaves tied up to chains. Chains of desires, chains of complacentness, chains of lethargy, chains of ego, which is like a log. So, we have to understand ourselves. Everybody has to understand oneself, that through you the salvation of the world has to come. You are chosen for the emancipation of the whole humanity. The Divine wants you to work as a channel for the beautification of this universe, for the ultimate expression of God's love. When I say this, I find suddenly the ego coming up automatically. On the contrary, a surrender to fill up your vessels with the bliss the bliss of divinity, so that when you go to others, you pour on them the beauty and love of God. It is for you to understand yourself. Very well, and not others. Don't blame anyone. It's so precious that no words can describe the greatness of these moments which we are spending together. You have to feel it within yourself, the assignment that is given to you through your own spirit, through your own state. You can fulfill the assignment. But lack of faith in yourself cannot give you surrendering powers. Surrender is the opening of Sahasrara. Keeping it completely open. So that the nirvikalpa state is established within us. There should be a regular progress of improvement, regular progress of the opening. Have you ever seen any lotus or any flower that blooms, and in between again does not bloom, then collapses, then blooms? Have you ever seen such a nonsensical phenomena in the nature? You come up, again you go down, again you come up, you go down. Have you ever seen a tree that comes up, again goes inside the mud, again it comes up, again goes back into the mud, blaming other people? Have you seen any animal which starts growing, then it becomes a dwarf, again it grows, again it becomes a dwarf? Even these huge palaces which have been built so beautifully for us, do you see that they become small suddenly and then collapse, and then again they blow up? Only the balloon of ego and superego does that. And when you are identified with them, you too become very peculiar personalities. The lotus of your Sahasrara is open now. It must open more and more and more, and should not suddenly collapse, again open, again collapse. It's a very complicated phenomena. You can see in the West, and you can be very much surprised sometimes. To me, it's sometimes very shocking to see Suddenly someone will come, oh, I'm very nervous about this thing, I'm very nervous about that. Another person will come and tell me, I want to leave Sahaja now. Another one come and tells me, oh, it's too much, I cannot go any further with it. So we must realize that there is something very peculiar within us, something absurd within us. That's why it happens. We go forward, backwards all the time. What is this pendulum? That cannot be Sahasrara. Sahasrara is not a pendulum. It is a lotus. So the pendulum is the chitta, is the attention. The attention that moves from left to right, right to left, goes on like that all the time. But the area of Sahasrara is the realm of God. When the Brahmarandra opens fully, then the heavens open within yourself.
धीरे धीरे हम अपनी आंखें खोलेंगे। दोनों हाथ जोड़कर हम श्री माँ को धन्यवाद देंगे आज के ध्यान के लिए, और हम मांगेंगे श्री माता जी से कि श्री माता जी, कृपा कर आप हम सबको सरेंडर्ड से जोगीज बना दीजिए। कृपा करके हमें हमारे आध्यात्मिक उत्थान की ओर, गहराई की ओर अग्रसर कीजिए, और निर्विकल्प समाधि से, स्थिति से आशीर्वादित कीजिए श्री माँ। We will thank Shri Mataji for today's meditation and desire from Shri Mataji to increase our surrendering and bless us with the Nirvikalp Sthiti. Thank you, Shri Mataji. श्री माता जी को प्रणाम करके हम बंधन लेंगे। जय श्री माता जी।